Lenora here, and as always, welcome back to my channel. So this morning it is 7:48 and I am on my way to my very first Pilates class. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna be a Pilates princess, y'all. At least I hope, because I've done some home yoga and a little bit of Pilates at home, and I can definitely say, even from what I did at home, Pilates always just seemed much more intense than yoga, for sure. But like I told y'all, I'm 30 now, and it's just like, I just hit this point in my life where health and wellness is just so important, and I'm like, I gotta be getting some exercise in every week. So your girl signed up for Pilates because I'm like, what better way to make sure that you're disciplined than to spend your money and to have an instructor and an expert and a professional. So I'm super excited about this experience. I don't know if I'll get to film much of it because, of course, it's my first class. I don't know how things go, and I don't know what they allow, but I am more than happy to share everything that I can with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get there, and I will definitely give you all an update when I get out of class. All right, you guys, so I'm fresh out of Pilates class and I'm smiling. Like, can you tell that I was in the beginner's class? Because when I be seeing people come out of Pilates, they be like dog tired. But y'all, I had such a great and pleasant experience. Let me just say this. I know I probably got the big head because I'm like, what, one class in, but the moves that they were telling me to do, I already knew the moves. Like, and I guess I kind of underestimated myself. Basically, I was already watching those beginners Pilates videos, so it's like the stuff that they had me doing, I was so prepared for, and like some of them like intertwined with like yoga moves. So it's like I was doing them, but I was like ready to kick it up a notch. I was ready to like go faster, but of course I stayed course and followed the pace of everyone else. So as you can see, y'all, I did not get to film that much, but I will put in a little bit of clips that I got. The studio was beautiful. So upon entry, you know, they have you sign like waivers and things just to make sure that you consent to like photos, make sure that, you know, you're not gonna sue them if you're injured, I assume, you know, things like that, and that you agree to like their late policies and stuff like that. So they pretty much had us arrive 5 minutes early so that we can complete that. We did not start right on time. We started like maybe, I would say, within 5 minutes after the hour. So, and I feel like we still finished 5 minutes before the hour, and we saw like people arriving about 5 minutes before too for the next class. So what I will say that I learned is that, you know, it is very important that you know, everyone who signed up for the class try their best to be there early. Basically, it delays the class a little bit, and it also, like, class is still gonna end when it's supposed to end. Like, in my bag I had these hand grippies here, which I chose not to like put on. I did bring them with me, but I did not put them on because I was a little self-conscious, because when I was seeing like the other girl walking there before me, like, she didn't really have a bag or anything. And I know one thing that I did not want to do is be that new person that got like a whole huge bag with a bunch of stuff in it. Like, I was determined to find the smallest Pilates bag I could, so I just wouldn't look like I'm just doing too much. I already got on pink. Like, this outfit, I definitely have it in black too, but the pink one arrived in time for the class. So I'm like, I already got to go in here freshman, fresh meat with pink on, you know. But I got lots of compliments, by the way, so they went okay. Let's talk about it. So upon entry, they have like cubbies that you can put your stuff in, pretty much. So my bag, I feel like my bag would fit in the cubby, but it would be like a little bit hanging out. But they have like little cubbies, and so what I did was just put my stuff in the cubby. I didn't see, like, it was hit or miss. Like 1 or 2 people had their water bottles, other ones did not. I would say for the beginners, I didn't really feel like, oh, I needed water, like I'm sweating. But I could see, like, as it gets more intense, I would need water. So there was some positions that we were doing, you know, like sit-up positions where I felt like, oh yeah, I need it for my wrist. So I didn't have it, but that's fine. Now I know, just have them nearby. You may not need them for every move, but you will need them. Love the equipment down. Like, I love working out with equipment. Like, I never thought, like, and especially with someone guiding you and teaching you, like, I definitely feel like this is how we get me to work out. You need a trainer. Like, trainers are beneficial now. I totally, not that I didn't think that they were, but I really know that they are now. I ain't see nobody with no towel. And yes, I'm usually a leader and I don't follow behind people, but you know, you have to adapt to your environment, okay? I'm still about being adaptable. So ain't nobody bring their towel, so I just left my towel over there because I'm like, okay, maybe this is a beginner's class. We ain't gonna be doing all of that. Child, my fat self was sweating, child. This back and stomach was sweating. I could see the sweat on the mat. But it was all good because when the workout is over, child, they had you cleaning up, but that was fine. That was cool. I was okay with that. Go get the little spray and the towels and you wipe it down for the next person, and you know, they can see you doing it so they know it's clean, blah blah blah. I thought that was cool, hygienic. Make sure it gets clean. Hopefully they go back over it though at the end of the day with something more stronger. I will also say, y'all, like, after the class I have like this boost of energy, and it's so rainy. I wish it wasn't rainy, because if I had like a Pilates friend, or we would go running or walking, like this gives me the urge to want to do something. Like, I saw a lot of videos where people were saying you would be hungry and stuff. I have not ate because my classes are early. I'm a little hungry, but I'm not like starving hungry. Now, I will say it was some funny parts, like where when they would say, because when they're doing it, the instructor actually is not on the ground doing it with y'all. Now that was a surprise to me, because when you're watching those videos, you see people doing it and they're watching the person. Like, she would get down and show us some of the stuff, like when we just act like we just didn't know what she was talking about. She, for the most part, she was not, no, she was like explaining it word for word. So it was a lot of times when I had to like look back and see like what she was talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, this, I know how to do this. So like, for example, if she says get into child pose, you know, if you ain't never did no yoga or then you like, what is a child pose? And I've heard of the child pose, but I had to remember what it was. So it's like, it's so interesting because they're just out, they're just talking you through it. Inhale, exhale, right foot, left foot, pull this down to your knees. Like, I loved it though, but it's just like you just had to look and be like, okay, that's what we doing.
Hey, I'm at the top of my game.
10 out of 10 for me. I definitely enjoyed my Pilates experience. Definitely gonna be going back weekly. I'm super excited about it, y'all. Hi everyone, Lenora here, and as always, welcome back to my channel. It's another Saturday and I'm taking y'all with me again to Pilates class 2 for me. I'm so excited. So this time, you guys, I was able to book a little bit, you know, not so early class. I didn't get the first class this time, which was great, so I got to sleep a little bit more on my off day. Now look at me, I have time for coffee, I have time to get there early. Thank you. And so but yeah, so I was like, let me just maybe this time I can, you know, have a more less rushed experience. All right, you guys, so I have made it to Pilates, and I don't really have a lot to talk about, but I'm gonna just tell y'all that getting iced coffee when your stomach is already hurting it was just such a terrible idea. Like, and I knew it going in, but you know how we just sacrifice ourselves for certain foods and tastes. I knew it was a terrible idea, but I sat there and did it anyway. I'm out of Pilates and I'm feeling so much better. It was a great workout. Today I did reformer, and last time I did tower. So what I've noticed so far about myself is that I sweated more with tower than I did with reformer, what I did today. But what I will say is that reformer, I want to say I kind of like the equipment that we used for reformer. I liked it, but I think I like tower better. But tower always seems to be super early, but I think I like tower better just because there was more sweat. And but then again, as I'm thinking in real time, I remember saying that tower felt like super familiar, like stuff that I've already done. So an important thing that I would recommend when you're choosing your Pilates classes is to do research on the studio to see what kind of classes they're going to have, because basically, as you guys can see, I attended 2 different types of Pilates classes and had 2 totally different experiences. So you'll just kind of have to see what your needs are and which one best fits your scenario. Did I tell y'all that my instructor remembered my name? Like, I don't know, I just feel so special. She remembered my name. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be the new person and then somebody remembers you, it's like, every time I'm in there, I'm just thinking to myself how I gotta go more and more and more and more. But then I'm thinking like I gotta make more and more and more and more money, baby, because Pilates ain't cheap, okay? And another thing, when it comes to Pilates, different studios are gonna have different prices. I recommend looking for beginner packages. Do not commit right away because you need to see what level each studio will bring. Hi everyone, Lenora here, and as always, welcome back to my channel. We on the way to Pilates again. Like, I swear y'all, I am becoming addicted. Let me tell y'all what we doing today. So first of all, it's a weekday, and shout out to me for making the effort to do something that I enjoy other than work on the weekday. Like, we have to do that more. But today I'm trying a different Pilates studio than the one that I have been going to, and absolutely nothing wrong with the one I go to. Like, I've been enjoying my experience, but I decided that since I found out that there were a plethora of studios in my area, I want to explore around before like I pay for a big package, if that makes sense. So because you know, once I do that, I'm committed. So I am exploring my options, and this one that I'm going to today is a different kind of vibe. It's music, so I feel like it's gonna be different as far as the energy. Like, the one that I've been going to is very mind, body, spirit, very inhale, exhale, like, love that, very peaceful, very relaxing. But this one I think is gonna be like more upbeat. My first complaint with all of these Pilates studios is y'all need to put somebody on payroll to answer these phones, because none of the places are ever where they say that they're gonna be. Like, well, I'm not gonna lie, the other place was easy to find for the most part, but most of these places aren't even where they say they're gonna be. Like, the GPS don't really bring you right there. You gotta go into all of these other doors, and not somebody is sitting right here in a hammock and I didn't realize it. Anyways, y'all, I found the place. I tried to call these people. I couldn't, they wouldn't answer the phone. But none of them answered the phone. Like, it's crazy. Get somebody to answer the phone, y'all. Especially call the ID. Y'all see the name and y'all see that I'm on this list for this class. Answer that doggone phone. But anyway, y'all, I made it. I'm gonna go in. It say be there 15 minutes in advance, so I need to hurry up because class is like in 10 minutes. And yeah, so I'm finna just head on in here. And the only thing that gave me a clue was I had to ride around the block, go through like another street, and I seen some girls outside talking with their bags. That's the only thing that gave me a clue. So there's that. I know, y'all, I did not come back yesterday. I don't want to scare y'all. It was not just due to the workout. I had some other stuff that I had to take care of. But y'all, when I tell y'all that Pilates class that I went to yesterday, no ma'am, it was not for no beginner at all. They put you in there with professionals doing pro workouts. I was fighting for my life in there. I feel like at that location I had the experience that I saw a lot of other people share about how Pilates is definitely hard and it's definitely a workout and yada yada yada. It's not just yoga. That's the class they were talking about. So for all my girlies that are interested in Pilates, please know that it is going to depend upon what studio you go to, and it's going to depend on what level they decide to train you at. So luckily for me, there was another beginner in there with me, and so her and I both struggled together. But I really feel like she had it a little more going on than I did. Like, y'all, I was fighting for my life, like, because she was like all of 90 pounds and I'm sitting here trying to hold my weight up and chow. But when I tell you, after I felt like I really had a good workout. Like, even though I went through HE double hot sticks or hockey sticks, whatever, I definitely felt like I had a great workout. There were a lot of moves that I was able to do easily, but there was also equally a lot of moves that I was like, can we please go home and can we please stop this? Like, what are we doing? So that's pretty much how I left there feeling. I felt like the staff from when I first walked in, you know, they ask your name, they check you in. I liked how they pulled me and the other new girl to the side before starting class, and they pretty much told us what the different phrases they would say would mean. I thought that was pretty cool, so we'll know where to look and stuff during the workout. So they do walk around with a microphone. They do show you more with this location, so I like that too. She left one of the reformers out so she can get up on there and show us. So she would get up there and show us with almost each and every move so that we know what we're doing. Okay, are y'all ready for the secret? I'm on my way to the gym. Y'all, I am in such a unhinged era right now, but it's not as it's not really like a total unhealthy unhinged. My ultimate goal is to strengthen my core and gain more overall strength, and you know, of course I want to do some squats for the booty, but that's my overall goal. I love yoga for, you know, helping me relieve from stress and get my mind, body, and spirit right. And I like Pilates because it gives you a mixture of both. And y'all, I found out that the gyms be having Pilates and yoga classes. So why would I go and give my whole paycheck to the Pilates studio when I can just give one portion of my paycheck to the gym once a month, and I still get some yoga classes, some Pilates classes here and there? It's a win, and I get to go as much as I want, anytime that I want, and get the actual workout for it. So I feel like it was the smarter decision and the more better financial decision. Now, what I will say, am I going to cut out my Pilates classes all the way? No. And the reason being is because I do like the people that I'm starting to meet and build relationships with at the current studio, and I do like that time where I can just focus on Pilates itself, like just Pilates, because of course with the gym they may or may not always have those classes available at times that I can do. Good morning, y'all. Another Saturday, and I am on my way to Pilates. This time I'm doing the tower class, because remember I told y'all that I really like tower. I felt like I sweat more with tower, so that's what I'm doing this morning. Hey y'all. All right, so I have been doing like so many videos that it don't make no sense, and I have not edited anything. And because of that, this is where I am going to begin to wrap this Pilates, yoga, gym series up. So as y'all can see, I was just doing so many videos. Like, even as I'm sitting here editing this now, I have other videos of me on the way to the gym. Like, I don't know what I was thinking as far as making so many of them, because it's so overwhelming to edit that way, and it's basically me just talking about my experience. So I don't want to make this longer than what it needs to be. I feel like I've covered everything. I've shown you guys my experience by letting you guys see that, hey, there's probably several studios in your area, you just got to look them up. I've educated you guys that, hey, different studios offer different types of Pilates, so you got to do your research. What's tower, and what's reformer? Is there music? Is there no music? Is it guided? Is it not guided? So I feel like I've given you guys pretty much everything you need to get started. I've told you guys what was in my bag. I had a Stanley Cup, socks, hand grippies for my wrist, towel, but ultimately all you need is yourself in a nice fitted outfit so that you can see your form. But I have been enjoying this experience as well as the gym. The gym is like a super stress reliever. Anybody out there just going through something and they just need a way to relieve stress, I think it's a great way. You put in your headphones, you make a nice playlist, listen to your favorite songs, and you're just helping your heart and you're just burning fat. Like, what other better thing to do? So I just definitely would recommend the gym to anyone as a good starting point, and it's usually going to be more affordable than Pilates and yoga, but definitely work your way up to the Pilates and yoga so that you can gain that flexibility as well as see the benefits from that as well. And that has been Lenora lately. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. I really wanna stay, I really wanna go, where I really need to know. Can we get it together?